evening, thank you for joining us. First tonight, sadly we've become all too familiar with scenes like this following last year's terror attacks in Manchester and London. But how prepared would Yorkshire be if something similar happened here? In what's thought to be a first, accident and emergency staff have been working with the Army at a specialist medical training camp in York.
Doctors and nurses from York and Scarborough hospitals were put through an extremely lifelike mass casualty simulation. The images of injuries you'll see in this report are not real, but they are rather realistic. Here's our health correspondent, Jamie Coulson.
From the hospital, Luke, all right.
Oh, no!
It looks real, sounds real, and for the A&E staff taking part, it feels real.
At about 9:30, we think there was a blast injury.
But this is just a training exercise.
And we'll get you cleaned up and see what we've got underneath all that lot, OK?
This week, staff from York and Scarborough hospitals have been put through a mock terror attack to test their plans for dealing with a major incident. In what's thought to be a first, the Trust has been helped to stage the exercise by the military at the Army Medical Services Training Centre in York. This facility is normally used by the military to train personnel who may have to go to war zones, but today it's been transformed into a replica of York Hospital to make this training as immersive and as real as possible.
When it first comes in, your heart does sort of skip a beat a little bit, and you get that little sickness in your stomach, but then after that it's obviously you're just doing everything you can for the patients.
And this one needs some cleaning. It's a very intense day. The surprise effect obviously is here now. We're getting more and more casualties coming in, and it's actually pushing everybody more and more to their limits.
Air entry, all areas.
The individual skills of both the NHS and military clinicians are well honed, but it's actually putting them together in teams and departments and stressing the command and control of the hospital when a major incident occurs that's very difficult to replicate. So the beauty of this is for them to train in those areas in a safe environment.
I'm just amazed actually by the sheer scale of it. It feels real. The casualties look real. They've been treated as though they are real. I think the armed forces, we've got the best medical armed forces in the world, and why wouldn't we use that to help us learn?
Around 400 A&E staff have taken part in the training, preparing for the worst in the best way they can. Jamie Coulson, BBC Look North.